Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. And happy Friday Eve, everybody. This is your girl, Angie Pat, aka The Boss. And you, this morning on this Friday Eve, are on the Ride to Work with Angie, where we get your heart pumping and your blood boiling as you are preparing for work, on your way to work, or some of you guys may already be pulling into the parking lot at work, depending on where you are and what time you got to be at work. Either way, we have Friends Fun Music Inspirational Talk. We got some brand new announcements, some brand new shows, some shows that are coming back. And so I'm going to let you guys know the dates and times of those. I am truly grateful on this morning just for being here, for life, for God allowing me to see yet another day. Chanel 5, hello. Bobby, hello. Good to see you again. Happy Friday Eve, everybody. So we are going to get this show started. As people are coming into the broadcast again, thank you so very much. I celebrate you guys for joining me, because you could have chosen to be anywhere else, but you chose to spend a little time with me this morning, and I'm truly grateful. We're going to have our inspirational talk this morning and find out a little bit about ourselves. I don't know about you, but I find out something new about me every day. Every day. So we are going to get this started. It's a little dreary out today, but nevertheless, we are here, we are alive, and we are truly blessed. Do you realize it was people that did not wake up this morning, and God called our name and breathed the breath of life into us and told us to wake up? It's time to get up. It's time for a new day. It's time to start anew. And for that, I am grateful, y'all. I am so grateful. I'm so grateful. We take so much for granted. Life, time, each other. Most importantly, God. We just take too much for granted. And so we are in the season of learning that we can no longer continue to do that. To take one another for granted, to take God for granted. Like we can't afford that in this season, right? So we are going to get our inspirational talk on today. Rodolfo, good morning. Good morning. Happy Friday Eve to you. We're going to be talking about today comfortability brings about complacency and the dangers of that, right? Because being comfortable, that sounds real good, right? When you're comfortable, you're laying on your couch, you're chilling out. It sounds real comfortable. But it also brings about complacency, which could be very dangerous. So we're going to talk about that on today.
We thank you for all forgiveness. With music in our heart and praise on our lips, we declare this day that we are blessed.
Good morning, Tiger. Good Friday Eve, y'all.
Since thou hast looked uprightly as a light in a dark land, since thou hast fixed in thy heart all the Lord commands, he set thee above nations and cast thy enemies away. He
I'm gonna do another version of that. We are excited on this morning. We're gonna do this version. There we go. Good morning, God. Favorite 23. Happy Friday Eve.
Since thou hast walked uprightly as a light in a dark land, since thou hast placed in thy heart all the Lord's
Some nights it be rough, some days it be rough. Excellent vibe. Good morning, good morning.
Listen to it like this. The way I know how to do it. Say, late in the midnight hour, God's gonna turn it around. It's gonna work in your favor. Say, late in the midnight hour, God's gonna turn it around. And around, and around, and around, and around, and around. Late in the midnight hour, God's gonna turn it around. It's gonna work in your favor. Come on, say it. Late in the midnight hour,
Good morning. Happy Friday Eve to you.
and around, and around, and around, and around, and around, and everybody say, late in the midnight hour, God's gonna turn it around. Say, it's gonna work in your favor. Say it will, say it will, yeah. Late in the midnight hour, God's gonna turn it around. And around, and around.
And oftentimes that's when things turn around. When we are asleep and can't and our mouths are shut and our minds are shut down. So we are truly blessed just to be in the land of the living on this morning. Happy Friday Eve, everybody. We are almost there. Good morning. We are almost to the weekend, y'all. Almost. Thank God we made it. And we are truly grateful. We take these days and these weeks that go by, we take them for granted, and we feel an entitlement that we are supposed to. Ooh, that didn't go well. That we are supposed to, supposed to get up. That we have that entitlement, like we're entitled to get up every morning, and that is absolutely not true. We need to give God thanks every morning that He allows us to see the day. However, yesterday went, however the day goes, we need to be grateful. Dolores, good morning. Good morning. So we are going to go into our devotional on this morning. And then I'm going to get into like the announcements. We got some shows that are coming back. And I mean coming back. So you guys make sure that you tune in for those shows that are coming back. So our devotion this morning is Kindness for the Suffering. One of the deadliest wildfires in U.S. history decimated the town of Lahaina, Hawaii in August 2023, killing 99 people and destroying more than 2,000 buildings. Still reeling from the devastation, residents experienced additional trauma when some looters pillaged buildings and greedy realtors attempted to gobble up land. The corrupt desire to take advantage of tragic circumstances is the backdrop of a strong message from God to the nation of Edom. The prophet Obadiah warned the Edomites, Israel's enemies for generations, of God's coming justice because the Edomites used their geographic advantage and acquired wealth, alliances with other nations, wisdom, and military strength to exploit the weak. Obadiah also rebuked the way Edom gloated as Israel was sent into captivity. Instead of compassion, Edom looted Israel's homes and marched through defeated cities in victory. Although Lahaina residents saw despicable actions, they also experienced kindness when churches on the island became hospitality centers, offering shelter, hot meals, and emergency supplies. When someone is suffering, we face a similar choice. We can try to benefit from their loss, or we can respond in the way God desires, like the churches in Lahaina, with kindness and generosity. And I want you guys to reflect. When you have been tempted to take advantage of when have you been tempted to take advantage of someone's suffering? How does God's love compel us to kindness? Dear God, please help me extend kindness when someone is hurting. Father God, in the name of Jesus, Lord, we thank you on today. God, we thank you for life on today. We thank you for health. We thank you for strength. We thank you for the activities of our limbs, God. We thank you for being in our right minds. God, and as we begin this prayer, we come boldly to the throne of grace, which you in your word said that we could do. And we ask for forgiveness for anything that we said, thought, or done. God, sins of omission as well as sins of commission. We ask that you would forgive us. We ask that you would create in us a clean heart and renew a right spirit within us. And God, we ask that you would just continue to shower your love on us, oh God. Lord, we thank you for allowing us to sleep, and you protected us, and you kept us from dangers seen and unseen. You kept us from cause of detriment. And God, those that receive those calls, we ask that you would comfort them, because your word says that you will comfort them that mourn. God, we ask that you would just protect our children on today, oh God. Lord, we ask that you would walk before them. We ask that you would walk alongside of them. We ask that you would go in the school buildings with them on today, God. Cover the windows, the walls, the doors, and the floors. God, we ask that you would cover the security team, the lunchroom attendant, the teacher, the principals, God. We ask that you would cover the mechanics of the planes, the trains, the automobiles, the buses, oh God. We ask that you would protect those that are en route and on whatever transportation to get to their destinations on today. God, we just thank you so much. We thank you for your grace and your mercy. We thank you for your peace that passeth all understanding. We thank you for your joy unspeakable or full of glory. We thank you for your love that's everlasting. God, we thank you that you called us your friend, God. We thank you that many are called, but few are chosen, God. We ask you to give us the strength. We ask for the holy boldness, oh God, to be truthful, to tell the truth, oh God, that you are the one true and living God. And God, we just thank you for this day. God, we are excited to see what you have in store for us on today. We ask that you would cover our homes, God, as we are away from them. And we ask you to bring us back at the appointed place at the appointed time, and that our homes will be better than we left. We ask that you would look on the sick and shut in today, God. Wrap your loving arms around them, oh God. Those that are in mourning, oh God. Lord, let them know that absent from the body is present with the Lord. And God, we just thank you on today. We thank you for so much, God. If we had 10,000 tongues, we couldn't thank you enough. And if you never did anything else for us, God, you've done enough. And God, we just thank you. And we ask that this prayer will be a sweet sound in your ear. And we ask these things in Jesus' name. Amen. Good morning, everybody. Again, good morning. Good morning. We are almost to the weekend, y'all. We almost there. Just a little bit ways to go. But we are closer today than we were yesterday. We almost there, y'all. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. As people are still coming into the broadcast, we almost there. I don't know about you, but I need the weekend. I need it.
No matter how hard the times may seem, don't give up on the land. Don't give up on the dreams.
Good morning, Robin, Angela. Good morning, Hal General. Good morning, Walk. Good morning.
Just one more step. Just one more step.
Diane, good morning to you. So know that we are almost there, y'all. We are almost there. So our announcements for today. I hope that you guys are enjoying the AI segments, Angie's Inspiration. Of course, this is the Ryde to Work with Angie, and I am Angie, your host. And I'm here every weekday morning, 7 a.m. Central Standard Time, 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Every day is the AI segment, Angie's Inspiration. And that's just to get you through the midday, midday like around lunchtime when you getting a little lethargic and, the itis has kicked in. And so we come up every day to give you just a little bit of midday inspiration. So make sure that you guys definitely check that out. Check out the website at angiepat-bossqueen.net for all of the what's haps and what's going on. Please make sure that you subscribe to the YouTube channel as well at Angie Pat's Boss Queen 1. And if you miss any of the shows, you definitely can go back at any time to the YouTube page, since Facebook is doing this soul foo stuff and deleting stuff after 30 days. So you can go and check us out at Angie Pat Boss Queen 1 on my YouTube page. So tonight is Thursday. Every Thursday, I am bringing back the Boss Up Show. So the return will be tonight at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And that's where we get a little bit raw, kind of anything kind of goes just about it. But we still talk. We talk about real life stuff, but it's just in a different perspective. It's a little bit more raw. In the morning, we give you a little, some inspiration to get your day going. And, so at night, everybody's settled, the kids may be getting ready for bed. So make sure that you tune in tonight on the platforms for the Boss Up Show. Tomorrow is the coming back, because we have been asked this so much, of the His and Her Show. So the His and Her Show is myself as well as Chilla the Entertainer. And it's just a little peek into our camaraderie and, just kind of whatever. And so we really have a good time up there. A lot of people have enjoyed the show and asked when it was coming back. So the wait is over. Every Friday beginning tomorrow, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time will be the His and Her Show. So make sure that you guys tune in. Trust me, you do not want to miss it. And we have a good time on there as well. So if you want to get to all of these shows, here's the big announcement. So if you are on any other Facebook page other than the Angie Pat Boss Queen Facebook page, December 1st, they will be shutting down. All Facebook pages will be shutting down other than, except the Angie Pat Boss Queen Facebook page. So because we're bringing new shows, and myself and the Boss Up team, we are creating spin-off on shows. We have got some really interesting things, new things that we are putting on shows. We are adding to the platforms, and I don't want you to miss that. So please, December 1st, today's the 13th, so you got about 17, 18 more days before all Facebook pages will be shutting down other than the Angie Pat Boss Queen Facebook page. TikTok, you guys are okay. You'll still be up. So we'll only be running 2 pages, and everything will be going on YouTube. So please make sure that you guys follow, share, and subscribe. Please, please, and please. I think that's about it for the announcements, but I want to make sure that you guys don't miss a beat. So please, please, definitely follow the Angie Pat Boss Queen Facebook page. Even though you are friends on other pages, after December 1st midnight, it kind of won't matter because those pages will be shut down. And I want you guys to continue on the journey with me. So we are going to bring everything to one central place so that it'll be easy for you guys to find me. And that is on the Angie Pat Boss Queen Facebook page. So we are going to get into a little music before we get into our inspirational talk today. Good morning, Red Panther has into the building. Stand up, everybody. Let the feeling go. Let it flow. Everybody, we better stand up for something or we gonna fall for it all. Stand up. Bring some of those old school morals and foundations back and values, because we've lost them So today we're gonna get into our inspirational talk. Um, Sister Girl is a little tired today, but I'm here, and I thank God for Him waking me up on this morning. Um, I there will be times, some more than others, when you are pursuing a dream or a goal. Nights get long, days get long, and you're tired, and that's just what that is. I'm not. Look, and I'm a morning person, so when you see me dragging a little bit, you better know something. But I'm grateful to be here, and I'm still going to bring inspiration to others as well as myself. Um, so I actually wanted to, very seldom when you guys see me do this, but I want things to be understood as to what direction I'm going in and what I'm saying. Um, I want to talk about today that comfortability brings complacency. Good morning, Rooch, my A1 from day one. That's what we're talking about today. Comfortability brings complacency. And you say, Angie, I'm okay with comfortability. You on your couch, you got your jammies on, your little fuzzy onesie, and you watching Tubi. I'm a Tubi person. And you watching Tubi, and you got your popcorn, and you're comfortable. You're comfortable, right? But then, like, you notice after a while, like, if you are really, really into that movie and you really, really are getting comfortable, and then, there's an aha moment, I've got to go tinkle, right? And you realize you've been sitting there for a while, and getting up is not so easy, especially for us seasoned folk. Sometimes you get up and your knees, they kind of lock up on you. And then you got to shake them off, and then you got to stretch your back because you've been in the same position too long, right? We're comfortable sitting there, and we've acquired some complacency. But complacency is dangerous because you sit in a place for so long, you get blood clots, other things start happening. Even if you're ill and you're in a hospital and you're comfortable in a hospital bed, the first thing that they tell you is to get up, to move around. I know Debbie. I used to say, what? I know you had surgery, but the next day they got you up. They have you moving around because they don't want you to get comfortable because other stuff start happening. Pneumonia may set in. Different things may happen, right? So that's what we're going to talk about today. In life, right now we are in a comfortable, some of us are in we're comfortable. And we're a little too comfortable because we've gotten complacent. So I said, okay, being complacent, is that really a bad thing? It absolutely is. It is. And when I looked it up this morning, complacency is kind of tricky, right? Because it's a positive state of ease and security, contentment, where your needs are met, but there's an absence. There's an absence of physical and emotional distress. That's being comfortable. We comfortable. We're not in distress. We comfortable. We comfortable. But then we get into complacency, right? A dangerous feeling of unwarranted self-satisfaction or contentment that leads to a failure to acknowledge potential dangers, deficiencies, or the need for effort and growth. Damn, I dropped the mic. So while we comfortable with doing certain things in our life. We're comfortable with doing certain things to other people, and we feel like, okay, we comfortable, so this is a norm. This is the norm. And we get complacent in that because now we good with it. Now we can do it with no conscience. We can be comfortable with no conscience. We can say things and do things just like the devotion was talking about today. We say things and we do things to people who may be less fortunate, people who may be going through, because we comfortable with that. That's what society it has allowed us to think. We comfortable. We comfortable with seeing certain things and certain people in certain situations, and society is telling us it's comfortable to put your 2 cents in. It's comfortable to say whatever you feel like you think you big and bad enough to say. It's comfortable. But now we've crossed over into a place of complacency. And in that place of complacency, we're not growing. There are failures because we're not focusing on what we need to focus on. We're not doing those things that are needed for us to be productive and to move forward because we've gotten in this comfort zone. Have you ever, I'm going to go back to that same analogy, when you watching a movie, because I've done it, I be comfortable, baby, and it be warm, especially in the wintertime, and it be warm, I want to get up, and so I just, at that point, just find another movie on Tubi, and before I know it, I done watched 3 or 4 movies, if I ain't went to sleep on some of them, but I done watched 3 or 4 movies, so now I'm complacent, and now the first time that I had to get up and tinkle after 3, 4 movies it's harder now. See, when we get comfortable and we get in certain situations and we feel like things are okay and this is just our norm, the norm that society and our friends and our family and how we grew up and we feel like that's the norm, we carry that. And it becomes complacency and we wonder, why aren't we moving forward? Why are we not growing? That's because we're in a state of complacency. Because we've been comfortable for too long. And then when it's time to grow and we're no longer comfortable, we're no longer complacent, now we're complaining. Because that's out the ordinary. I shouldn't be going through this. I shouldn't feel like this. This is out of the ordinary, so this is wrong. So then sometimes, a lot of times, we go back to our comfortability. And it takes longer. I tell people all the time, do not get me in certain, don't get me. But I cannot allow myself to get in certain headspaces because it's too hard to get out of. Because I'm trying to be a better version of me. So if I allow myself to get caught up into getting back into those comfortable mindsets, it's comfortable to me. So it's easy to go back to those same mindsets. It's easy to go back to those same mind processes. That's comfortable. But then I become complacent and now I'm failing. I mean, let's put it out there. I'm failing at my goal. I'm failing at getting to my destiny. I'm failing at doing those things that I need to do for my growth. I'm failing at those things. So at what point are we willing to get uncomfortable? We've gotten comfortable with saying, oh, they saying it, so I'm going to say it. They're doing it, I'm going to do it. And you know what I noticed? I have asked God this over and over again. Cause I be seeing people really be trifling. Like, I'm talking about like past Angie trifling. Like I be seeing people do some and say some trifling stuff. And I be like, ooh, I could do that. I could do that. Hey, beautiful. How are you, Tangerine? Thank you for coming up again. Thank you. I be like, I could do that. I'm capable of that. That's going to come real easy to me to do. Because I be mulling it over in my head. And honestly, I ain't got to do much mulling. Because I ain't got that far to go. But I be like, okay, I can do that. And then something will happen that will break that. Like God will allow something to happen to say, and I'd be like, I wanted to do that. I wanted to say that. And because it's in me. I know it's in me. I'm not finna lie and say that. Let me tell some of y'all, it be in me. It be rooted and grounded. I have a whole plan of what it is that I need to do to carry out this fufu. And I be saying, God, why you don't let me be like that? I've asked him. I'll be like, could you just give me a day? I think I started at a week. Good morning, Tab. Blessings to you too. I'm like, I started off at a week. I'm like, I could get that. I could do that. Oh, look at all the stuff I could do and the people that I could pay back in a week. Ooh. And my little horn start coming up slowly, and I be like, I've made that bargain. I even went all the way down to God, could you give me a day? Just one day. And then I got desperate, like, God, 1 hour. I hit him all at one time. And some stuff God just will not allow me to do. I cannot get comfortable with that. And I be upset. I do. I absolutely do. I be upset. I be like, Lord, it ain't fair. It just ain't fair. It ain't fair. Why? But that's just not how some of us are built. Now, I'm not saying that I'm not how I am, because I am how I am. But it's a lot of real people going like that, extra, extra. Like people doing extra, extra, and that's how they live their life every day. And then I had to thank God that He did not allow me to do those things or go that far. But I thought I would be comfortable. Like I'd be comfortable with doing certain things. And now I'm in a season where God has completely taken me out of that comfortability because I had gotten complacent. I had gotten complacent with some stuff. I was cool with some stuff. I tell people in a minute, baby, keep me in the background. Keep me in the back. I won't stay in the back. So I understand people who want to stay in the background. I honestly do. I absolutely do. Because this is the most I've been in the forefront in my whole life. Because I be like, keep me in the background. In the church, keep me at the back pew. For a lot of reasons. First of all, if something go down, I'm better though. Honestly, like, keep me in the back. I'm good with being in the back. I'm okay with, with being in the background. But that's not where growth is. And for the person who likes to stay in the background, I love them dearly. But growth, we're in the growth season. Because we've gotten comfortable and we've gotten complacent with too many things, and our growth has been stagnated. And it's of no fault of anybody's but our own. For fear, for whatever reason, for what we think people may say, from people's reaction. But it's time to grow. It's time to grow, because our thought of growth is so different than God's thought of growth. It's so very different. And until we can get that through our thick skulls, we're going to steady be on this slow pace of growth. Because I was telling somebody yesterday, I said, the day before yesterday, I said, God is going to get done what He wants to get done from you. We can do it the easy way or the hard way. And I think we've had there are enough hard times going on. There's enough going on in the world, in the government, where I just want a little bit of ease right now. And so if a little bit of uncomfortability costs me a little bit more ease and a little bit more peace, then I'm at the stage and age to where I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. Because we want to do things that make sense to us. And God is nowhere in that. Anything that makes sense, God ain't got nothing to do with that. Absolutely nothing. And people think that you're crazy. I hear that every day. Well, I think like this, and people have always thought I was crazy. People, you have to do what you have to do. Because our being comfortable is causing complacency. And it's causing failure. And I want to succeed. I want you guys to succeed. And sometimes that means we have to stop doing things that we were so used to doing for 30, 40 years. That's the comfortability of it all. I know people who go to church. They go to church every Sunday. They're comfortable going to church, telling people about the Lord. And they're comfortable with that, which there's nothing wrong with that. But it's gotten to be complacent because it's now out of habit. We do stuff now out of habit. We get up every morning, we brush our teeth, we do, clean our bodies, bath, shower, whatever. There's a pattern. It's habit. But there's no growth there. I was talking to somebody, I've been talking about this for like the past week now. You get up, you go to church every Sunday. You may even go to church through the week. And that's your habit. That's what you've gotten comfortable with. That's where the complacency, now you're at a place of complacency because there's no growth. What happened to the street ministry? What happened to the motherboard? What happened to the going to see the sick and shut in? What happened to the prison ministry? What happened to the pantry ministry? There's no growth there, which means not only are we not growing, but we're preventing from other people from growing as well. We're preventing other people from getting to where they, because you do know we are assigned people. There are people assigned to us that they need to hear from us. There are people assigned to Angie. There are people assigned to Tab. There are people assigned to D. There are people, and I'm just saying it because you guys' name is up here. I'm not picking. There are people assigned to Red Panthers. People assigned to Tangerine. There are people assigned to us that nobody can get through to those people but us. And if we are not in place and in position, then not only is that blood on our hands, not only are we being stuck and we are failing at what it is we need to do, but look at what we're doing to those people that we have been assigned to. We're causing them to be stagnant. And what do you say? That ain't got nothing to do with me. It has everything to do with you. That's our problem. The what do that got to do with me syndrome. That ain't none of my business. But you be in everybody else's business on some old gossip and some foo-foo. But when it's time to get down to business, then now that ain't your business. We have to get out of this comfortability zone, this complacency zone. We murmur and complain, but God got us through a lot of situations. We did not lose our minds. We did not unalive ourselves or somebody else. But there is somebody, and not saying we didn't think it, but we didn't care. God allowed to see fit not for us to carry it through. But there are some people out there who are on the edge of going through something that God has already brought you through, that needs to hear from you. But we so complacent and we so comfortable. We doing our own thing. We ain't got time. We can't even get our own little pitiful lives together. That's including me too. Some things in our life, we can't get our own little, we can't stop murmuring and complaining long enough to help somebody else out. Yet we want to sit up and talk about them. We want to sit up and ridicule them. We don't want to, we get stuck, I think, in the wrong things. You know, we get stuck in trying to be accepted. We get stuck in the apologies of it all. We get stuck in trying to appease and please people. And that will never happen. We will never be able to please everybody. It will not happen. We only have so many apologies in us, especially when people don't accept them. We need to prioritize and understand what's important, because we are still missing the mark. We are missing the mark. When you get up in the morning, when God allows you to get up in the morning, your goal above all others should be to make a difference today, to be a better version of yourself in some way, and to make a difference in somebody else's life. I don't care if it's just a smile or God bless you. You never know. But we are so stuck and so in our own mind. We are so stuck in our own situation that we can't see, as the old folk used to say, we can't see the forest for the trees. But it's time for growth. And it's time to help somebody else grow. When we're grown, how is it? I'm gonna put it in layman's terms, in my analytical stuff. When we get grown and we have children, do we just let our children they're here, they'll figure it out? No. We use our, now do they listen? Most of the time, absolutely not. Did we listen? Absolutely not. But my point is, we don't just have children and we just let them go. They'll figure it out. They'll, once they run into it. Now, after they get a certain age and they don't listen, then yeah, that'd be the script. But in the growth process, those first 3 to 5 years of learning, like that growth process, right? We teach them the stove is hot, and I know because I've either tried it. You know what I'm saying? Like we have those experiences that we teach them to grow. We equip them with the knowledge that they need to grow. We don't just put them out there. It's the same thing. It's time for growth, and somebody, as well as us, we need to start growing because we've been stagnant and complacent for way too long. We've been comfortable for way too long. We've been sitting on that couch watching them Tubi movies for way too long. It's time to change the channel. It's time to get up. And that's what I really like about sometimes about what I do, because whether I feel like it or not, I have made a conscious decision that I'm going to get up, because we have to. We don't know what's out there. We don't know what God has for us if we just sit there. We have to get up. Gotta move around. We'll start getting emotional, psychological, mental blood clots, mental pneumonia. We start getting all this stuff because we are not progressing. We're not moving. We're too comfortable. When you work out, probably when I ain't worked out in a while. When you work out, as soon as that you start feeling that pain, you know it's working. You know there's growth. Good morning, baby. My baby Crystal's in the building. You know that there's growth when you start working out. If you working out and you don't feel a little tingle here, some pain there, you need to revamp your exercise regimen, right? But when you stuff start burning, your calves start burning, you can start feeling it in the lower part of your back. You know it's working. There is pain in process. There's pain in promotion. But we're too comfortable and we're too complacent, and there's no growth there. It's time to grow. I want to see people grow. I want to grow. But we've got to get out of our comfort zone. Some of us, I like sometimes God will bring the uncomfortability to us because we ain't going out looking for it. I know I ain't going out. I ain't gonna go outside and look to be comfortable. It's cold out there. It's raining out there. I'm in my onesie and I'm watching Tubi and I'm good with that. So sometimes God has to bring the uncomfortability to us. Or you ain't gonna move, or you gonna move. you think you gonna sit up there and watch Tubi all day? No, you're gonna move. And then we start with the murmuring and complaining, and that's when, even with the growth, even with being comfortable, we're comfortable with thinking a certain way, being a certain way. Uncomfortability is saying, I don't understand. I don't like it, but I know that it's necessary. And I'm okay with being uncomfortable if it'll help somebody else. That's when you're like a little bit like, and not to say you won't go back, to the old way sometime, but you have to snap out of it. You have to realize that it ain't just about you. But we comfortable. We ain't worried about nobody else. We ain't worried about folks out there that's cold or they got nowhere to go, because we got somewhere to go. We ain't worried about that. We ain't worried about people that's hungry because we got food. We ain't worried about that. We're too comfortable. And we're failing miserably. And that's the truth of the matter. At growth, we're failing miserably. A lot of us, and I know me, I people can, but a lot of us should be so much farther ahead than what we are right now. But we've gotten comfortable. We've gotten complacent. We're not thinking about the what ifs or the what or the who's or the who. who's like the who people, like who's suffering, who needs something, who needs me. We're not thinking about that, and it's a sad situation. So I encourage you on today. Do something today to get out of your comfort zone. Even if like you're a person that doesn't really talk and you go out and just try it. Say, how you doing? To somebody is, I really like that coat. Just get out of your comfort zone. I dare you today just to take a step of faith outside of your comfort zone. It is the beginning of your growth. We are too comfortable and too complacent with just everything, with life. We just comfortable with knowing that we're going to get up in the morning. We comfortable with knowing that our jobs are going to be there when we get there. We just too comfortable. We are thinking on a one-track mind. And that's why people are in despair right now, because we got comfortable. People get too comfortable. Take too much for granted. So I really want to encourage you guys today that we have got to, in some kind of way, and some may be a little bit stronger than others, but we have got to, in some way, pull together and help one another. Because you would think with everything that's going on that it would actually get people out of their comfort zone. But it's like people are retreating more and more just to being comfortable with just their own. It's just about me. But we have got to pull together.
Are bad. When I think about the madness, it just makes me sad. War and hate are everywhere. With a man's face, I can't breathe. He's choked to death. The place they call the land of the free. Why so many people die every day? Only one walk hand in hand. Since then, I'm not the
get it done. It's pulling together, and unfortunately we still have not learned that. I want to make sure that you remind you guys to make sure to tune in tonight to the Bosso Show. I'm bringing that back today, and it will be every Thursday, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're also bringing back the His and Her show, and it will be every Friday. So that's going to be tomorrow. Because we get to do the Fufu on Fufu Friday, and so we will be back up tomorrow and every Friday following. With myself and Chilla the Entertainer, and that will be at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I went way back with this one, and before we get out of here, I don't know about you, but it's just a lot of things that we ought to be tired of. And this song came up, and yeah, it reminds me of just we've got to get to a point where we're just tired. We're tired of struggling. We're tired of, the division and the separation between people. You gotta get tired. Once you get tired, I guess when we get tired, that's when we will kind of understand, certain things that are happening. But I'm tired of the division. I'm tired of, of the stagnation. I'm tired of the struggle, because it doesn't have to be like that at all. So before we get up out of here, time I did this today. This the version I want. I'm sick and tired. I told y'all I was on them days. I'm sick and tired. Thank you for the love, Jane.
Lately, it's been hard time. Talk about the financial side.
y'all, is to come out of our comfortability to be able to get that done. We have to come out of our comfort zone. So I just encourage you on today, come out your comfort zone. It's time to grow. It's time to move on. It's time to help somebody else to get to where they're supposed to be, because you were assigned to people. But we got to get our own self together first. Because we just, I don't know. But we're going to get there. I'm claiming that we are going to get there. And even if we make baby steps, it's okay. Chill always says, Rome wasn't built in a day, Angie. But I be wanting to build Rome in like an hour or two. You know, I want to, that's too long. I just want, that's too long. But that's outside of my comfort zone. And so, here it is. But I thank you guys for coming up. Please don't forget to tune in to the Boss Up Show tonight at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And Tracy, we miss you every time you are not up here. Miss Blair, we miss you. But since Tracy wasn't up here to give her spiel, I'm going to give it for her. If nobody told you today that they loved you, let me be the first to say, I love you, but Jesus loves you best. And y'all know how long I love you, right? But and forever is a long time. Make sure that you guys tune in tonight for the Boss Up Show. Tomorrow night for the His and Her Show. Small wonder we've been close so long. Tonight I don't have to be grammatically correct and try to be polite and all that. I'll shower you with gifts and attention. Happiness to be your permanent condition. Through all the miseries, our love stays strong. Small wonder we've been close so long. You've kept the faith through the stormy weather, and I promise you, I'll love you forever. No.